Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's project, in this video anyway, we're going to be installing some lights on the camper. These are going to go down the sides of both campers. And it's going to be a little bit of a unique project. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I'm not 100% sure how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to take you along for the ride, and hopefully what I envision in my head will come out. So we've got some 1-inch PVC that we're having to kind of strip downwards and cut the size. I've got some LED waterproofing light strips that it's going to go inside the conduit, and then we're going to be using some of the access to make the wiring as clean as possible. It goes up and on top of the roof. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, the lights I'm going to use are whatever this is. Skylibri IP67 rating waterproof LED strips. I have never used this particular brand, but as you can see, most of the waterproofing rating is basically just because it has like a gel coat over the LED light strips. It does have a peel and stick backing to it, but from experience, these are not very waterproof. I did install some of these on my pontoon boat when I had it, and they didn't last very long at all. They weren't this specific brand, but just to let you know, the ones with the coating on it is water resistant. This is IP67 rating. I'm also taking, for this project, I'm going to be encasing them inside to help protect the strip inside these 1-inch PVC pipes. So hopefully the added protection of the PVC will keep them out of the weather and hopefully make them last longer. This particular kit will be linked in the video description, also found on our website at rdrv.net, and it came with 91 foot of the LED strip. I'm only going to be using 3 out of the 4 rolls, but just wanted to show you real quick what we're using here. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I need to cut out long ways a strip off of this PVC. Now they do print, the information on it pretty much in a straight line, so I'm going to use that as a guideline. And in my situation, I just happen to have this concrete lip here, so I'm going to turn this, try to line it up, and then use the driveway as kind of a straight edge to mark a straight line all the way down as much as possible. And then I'm going to use my cutoff tool to cut that section out. Like I said, I'm going to be cutting off a section, I don't know, maybe a quarter of the PVC all the way down, hopefully in a pretty close to straight line. So let's go ahead and start with that. Now the concrete isn't completely straight, but I can use this as a rough guideline. I'm going to cut the section out. Alright, my cutoff tool from Ryobi is what I'm going to be using to make this strip, so hopefully this will work pretty good. And that is what we're trying to accomplish. So that tool works pretty well to strip that completely down. And what we're doing is we're going to put the lights, LED light strip in the top here, shooting out or downward. So the light, and this is going to be mounted like this, the light will be able to shine down onto the side of the camper instead of being mounted to the camper, just shining straight out. So I do predict that this is going to glow a little bit, but the ultimate goal is to get the light to shine downward and on the side of the camper, so it might, instead of being straight down, it might be cocked a little bit back towards the camper. Now I've stripped down the entire piece that I needed to use, measured out, and I have some couplers to couple the pieces together. To keep in mind, since you cut out this groove, the couplers are going to be loose. So I went ahead and glued them with some PVC glue. I had to glue the inside, push through, and actually kind of spread the pipe out a little bit. And then I gave it a little extra time to dry before I'm going to do anything. Also before I did that, I took a wet washcloth and I ran it down the inside of the pipe, because all the little dust PVC pieces of plastic, when you cut it, made a residue inside that, and then this stuff won't stick to it if it's dirty. So just ran a wet washcloth down the middle, dry that off, so you got a good clean surface to stick the lights to. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and put the lights inside the pipe, and then we'll raise it up, and that's going to be a little tricky, I feel, but we're going to try to raise it up and put it in. Okay, the brackets that I got are the 1-inch brackets, and I honestly, you buy a bracket and it says it's supposed to be 1 inch, and you assume that it'll be good for a 1-inch pipe, but apparently it doesn't. So if we were to wrap this around a 1-inch pipe, it doesn't completely close. So I guess 1.5 inch or something, I don't know. But I'm gonna still use them. I've already pre-mounted the brackets. I purposely did the one that mounts, has the clips on both sides, so we can avoid multiple holes in the camper. But what we do now is just set it in there, and we're gonna pull it closed as much as possible and see how it is. And to secure, probably going to somehow zip tie or strap it together. The screws I'm using just stainless steel screws. I got 3/4 inch screws, stainless steel. Didn't want to go too far in. I also got the stainless steel finishing washers. Also, I'll be putting some dyed core self-leveling sealant over all of it so no water can get in. But we're gonna have to make do with what we got. So I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up, and hopefully I can get it up myself. We'll see. All right, we're up here on the roof. And the plans have changed a little bit. I was planning on stripping these. Let me flip your camera around here. Stripping these PVCs on the roof down in half as well, and then setting the strips inside the PVC, kind of shooting upwards. But I've changed my mind. Still want to use the PVC for added support because they're going to be screwed into the roof. But I cut a notch in the PVC, and I'm going to be fastening the strips on top of the PVC to keep them up off of the roof and a little bit further away from the water. But if I were to strip these in half and put it inside, if it did rain, the water would pool inside the channel and then soak the strips. So I opted against that. It looks a little rough up here. I'm gonna honestly admit to this. There is a reason that I want the strips to be up top. I was going to use some puck lights to be able to shoot up, so it'll kind of cast light up into any trees that we're parked under when we're camping. I think it's a really cool effect. I also needed to connect the two strips together, so I came up with this idea just to run a third LED strip on the roof so the light will reflect up onto the trees. So hopefully it'll be a cool effect. I've also already run PVC down this side of the camper, so right now I'm going to fasten these two pieces of PVC to the roof and then attach the strip light to it, and that should secure everything up here. So let me go ahead and get that done. All right, and that's what it looks like finished up here anyway. So it'll have to do. So I'm going to go ahead and run the last strip down, and then I got to drill a hole through the camper to power it up. All right, well, they're up and they're on. It's hard to tell in the daylight, so we'll take another shot at night. But I have to drill a little bit of a hole right here, right there, to get the power in, and ran the power up to our actual inverter, which is right up here, so we can go with this. We can turn this on when we're driving if we wanted to. So we're gonna leave you with a clip of it at night. Hopefully it looks good. But we'll know here in the next 3 hours or so. But hope you guys, I don't know. This might not be for everybody. I'm a light guy. I like something a little different, and I think this is going to do that. So maybe you take this idea, tweak it yourself, do a little something, and then make it your own. So thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and check out the link below for the products I used, and check out our website, rdrv.net. Thanks. Bye. All right, here it is, lit up and on. It's obviously just a solid color, but with the app, I can make it do a bunch of custom stuff. It's probably not going to show up in the camera that well, but it is projecting some light up onto the tree above, which is kind of nice. Has a bunch of different settings. So a lot of cool settings in this app. I just like trying to get a solid color. Kind of still lets the paint job be seen at night. It's kind of probably not showing. It's probably not showing up in the camera, but I could still see the trees here in person. It's nice. I think it came out nice.